So, hey guys, what is up? Today we are doing a live episode of the Shit Sandwich, and
yes,
it's a little bit different because it's going to be the first one we've done. Well, actually, the second one we've done, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be too crazy. However, I'm going to bring down the light on this a little bit because it is really interfering with my other secondary monitor.
Yeah, we look really washed out.
Yeah, this is actually using a webcam today because our regular monitor is a bit janky. I'm actually going to switch over to chat real quick. Take a look at chat. Anybody in chat yet? Anybody live with us? No, it looks like nobody's on.
It says we have 2 viewers.
It says we have 2 viewers?
It says right there.
Oh, yeah.
2.
But that's about it.
Which is us and probably one other person.
Yeah, probably
Either
Kyle.
Gina or Kyle.
Right, Gina or Kyle, one of the two.
Nope, now we lost them.
Oh, they're gone.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, really. So anyways, today, thank you guys for coming back and taking another bite of the Shit Sandwich. I hope you guys enjoy these episodes. Let us know if you do like them live rather than, pre-recorded and pre-edited. I think some of our best stuff happens live. I think, when we're in the moment, it just works out.
I think we also have the potential to engage with our viewer when we're live.
Right. I see G and I see Kyle is here.
Oh, I see no
hey
chat because
guys.
I can't see the chat.
It's actually right over here.
Right.
I'm actually going to move this thing.
I can't see it, so you should make it where I can see it.
It's right here.
It's so far away.
Well, I'm sorry you're blind, but I need to see it too. There we go.
Of
Is that
course,
better?
it's Gina and Kyle.
Right, exactly. So
I feel
guys,
like I'm really directly behind the microphone today.
It's okay, you are,
annoying.
But you're fine. Your voice is coming through pretty good as far as I know. How does it sound out there, guys? Does it sound good?
What did she say?
She said I shared you out on TikTok. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Hearts, yes, thank you, Jay. Thank you. So
you're
yes,
famous.
yeah, right.
We're not. You are.
Anyways,
famous.
So let me just go ahead and I'm going to click around a little bit real quick.
Kyle said it sounds good. I don't know. Are you talking about the audio or the fact that Gina shared us out on TikTok?
Probably the audio, really. Let's see. Let's check into our election results so far.
We're going to start with that?
Yeah, we might as well start with a little bit of election results.
With election stuff.
So it looks like...
That's not accurate.
That is not accurate?
How is that not
accurate?
Updated properly yet.
I think it is. Actually.
No, it isn't.
It's live at 5:12, which it's 5:12 here now. It is live accurate.
I saw that Biden won Michigan.
Yep, and Biden won Wisconsin too, it looks like. Let's see. We are waiting on...
I also saw someone said it was 263.
We're waiting on Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Arizona is already done, it looks like. Well, as far as...
I don't know if we can mod you, Gina.
Here's where it gets a little bit crazy. We have a situation here where we have, for the first time ever, we're having record numbers at the poll. But we're also having, mail-in ballots that went out yesterday. And as long as they're postmarked from yesterday in the mail, they should get to their destination by the 10th.
Guys, even if they announce a winner, it's not going to be official until all votes are counted. Plus, you should know something about voting is they do it by the electoral college vote. That's what matters. That's the numbers you should be looking at.
This is what we're looking at right now. Let me just flip on over here. So you can see that we are at...
That's
yes, okay.
Georgia.
So you're looking, right, these are undecided states right now.
Yep.
And even when they're decided, it will also take till the 10th, I believe, is the cutoff that they'll be accepting them through the mail.
Well, the thing is I heard... See, it's really hard to see where you get your information from because...
Well, this is on the Associated Press, and this is updated every minute.
That is the one that you should go by. That's what a lot of the major news outlets are using.
Right.
I think some of them might be giving you construed votes because already Donald Trump has been making
But the Associated Press has been very, very strongly basing their opinions in fact. They're actually saying, like, listen, if it's purely conjecture or whatever, we're not going to do that. We don't play in conjecture. We want solid, like, things. We want it definitely on top of everything.
This should lead right into
accurate.
the fact that I watched The Great Hack last night that Keith made me watch.
Yes. So
and now
The Great Hack.
my view on all of this right now is extremely
Sketch
because of the fact that your data. Oh my God, I'm gonna sound tinfoil hat. I'm
right.
usually
It
not
does
the
sound very
tinfoil
tinfoil hat.
This is gonna sound bad.
So I saw this movie a couple months ago. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend you check it out.
Where's
It's called
the
The Great
chat?
Hack. The chat is. Let me just switch over to chat real quick here. It pops up over here. Let me just make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately, I have a little tiny screen on the
We're
side
not
here that I'm
using the
using
big
for.
screen today, so I can't see.
Well, I'm using it
Shoot.
for. Oh, it's
No, I
Gina
guess
saying
just
mod
hard.
me, and then that's it.
Okay.
So basically, I'm using this little tiny screen plugged in over here to control my, which camera angle we're going to use, if we're going to use the screen or, whatever we're going to use on OBS
Right, but
Studio.
get back
It's all
to
on my
The Great
side.
Hack,
So
because
anyway,
that
so The
was
Great
really
Hack, yes, it's a
interesting.
very tinfoil hat movie, but it's about
But it's
Cambridge Analytica and their associations with the first Trump, what is that called? The Trump campaign. Right. Now, they were also said to be in cahoots with the Brexit campaign, but they actually weren't. And what they did was they gathered a bunch of
I thought
data
they
from
were.
Facebook and other sources, but mainly Facebook was one of the big ones. And they had so many points of data on all these people. I think it was like 30 million people or 60 million people for Facebook.
80 million.
But what happened was when the contract ended, they weren't supposed to be using that data anymore.
was
and
80
it was supposed to be
million
destroyed.
people.
And regardless, it was supposed to have been destroyed, and it wasn't destroyed, and it was still used in the Trump campaign. And it was used to target people through video ads or
For propaganda.
yeah, exactly.
Like I feel like the last time I heard the word propaganda was when I was in like elementary school, learning about the wars that happened, like the Civil War, not the Revolutionary War, more like
Revolutionary War too, because
like
they used
all
propaganda to say, that it wasn't good and whatever,
then-
and they still do it today with the Taliban. They use propaganda.
They still do it in America.
Right,
so like
right,
you're,
of course.
you know how Trump says, "Oh, fake news, fake news." Well, let me tell you something. That fake
Are you leaning
news.
against
No,
the
I'm
mic?
not leaning
It looks
about
like
it.
it's moving.
Well, I'm not. So the meaning of fake news takes a whole nother.
My bad,
It
I gotta
just
put my
takes
phone
a
on. Do not
whole
disturb.
nother level. I don't know. It's hard to believe things in general
Right.
because of the way they explain that your data is not protected. And this is something that's been going on for a long time. And then they target people that they call persuadables. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I guess that's boring.
It's not really. It is boring, but the thing of it is that, to use your own data against you and to use it in a way where they can reach out to people and gain data on them based on interactions you have with them, and then use that against you in a political campaign.
Kyle, if you're watching, have you watched it? I'm curious to know.
It just goes to show that, it'll never be the same again. The process will never be the same because this is a cookie cutter example of what to do to run a successful campaign by using dirty tactics and, things like that. And it's very tinfoil hat, but at the same time, it's something that you really need to know about your data and your Facebook because most people have a Facebook account.
I think the thing is even with this election, a lot of stress. Like, I know I was having a lot of stress, and it's not even for the fact of, well, no, it is the fact between who's going to be the president.
Yeah.
But it's also about what is going to happen after the person is elected, whoever that is.
Absolutely.
That is something that terrifies me personally, because my views that I have politically don't always align exactly with each party. But that's a whole nother story for another day. We could go on and on about how our voting system in America is stupid and crazy, and also should not be how we do things.
Right, right. I think, you know, a lot of the issues that have come up being.
Oh, good.
Jeez.
Thank you.
I'm getting weird, like, ads and stuff. But luckily, they can't hear that. Only we can.
No.
So I think one of the biggest things right now is the fact that everything is so controversial right now. There's such controversy on both sides of every single issue, and everybody's trying to get their voice heard. And between all the social media, you're just getting punched in the face constantly with information, whether it be right information or misinformation. And that makes things very, very.
But that's also that's the
that
problem
also puts
too.
people at each other's throats. Yeah, and
That's the problem too. Is a lot of the stuff that is spewed on social media is fake.
Right.
Is misinformation.
Right, exactly. That's the hardest part about it.
That's why it's so important to do your own research and
Yeah.
to be an informed voter
Absolutely.
versus someone who just votes because it's the cool thing to do, or your friends are voting a certain way, or family is.
Right.
Like, know the person you're voting for and what that is going to mean for you
Yeah,
as an
absolutely.
American citizen.
I mean, you know, I joke all the time and I say, like, I'm moving to Canada if Trump gets reelected because, man, Trump has done nothing in the last 4 years that I can see as being remotely fixing things. It's all just adding more fuel to the fire, more controversy, more people at each other's throats. And this is not the time for that. This is the time when people are supposed to come together. This is you know, like the whole bullshit of, oh, we're all in this together. No, we're not.
I think
because Trump just went. He had COVID. He went to the hospital for a couple days. Came out, gave it to everybody
But it's
he
not
was
even
around,
that. I think
and then
it's-
didn't give a shit. Like, didn't give a shit. 230,000 people died.
never talk.
And he didn't give a shit. I'm sorry.
I think the biggest issue is a lot of people voted for Trump in the 2016 election because a lot of people felt that they wanted someone who wasn't necessarily tied up in politics, who could maybe be a different type of leader for our country because they weren't that typical, stereotypical political person, right? Like they weren't like a politician. He wasn't a politician.
Right.
So I think that attracted a lot of voters in 2016. And where we are now from then, I think it's a complete 180. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think that do your research and really research the news that is being put out there because a lot of it is propaganda. A lot of it is to create and manipulate you to vote a certain way.
Right.
And that's for both parties. That's not just for Trump. That's for both parties. You know, even though they're not coming out there and saying that the Democratic campaign has used that tactic, but you never know. You don't know if that's.
You have no idea.
You have no clue.
Absolutely.
So, just I don't know. It sucks.
It makes it
Who
so
knows when
scary.
we're gonna know.
It makes it so scary because
It really
you just,
does.
you know, you have a lot of people who are Trump supporters, and that's fine. But when you have these loudmouth Trump supporters who are just, you know, out in the street blocking people from voting with like rifles, with assault rifles,
I think,
and stuff, like standing outside of polling places, intimidating people
But
to
I've
not
seen,
vote
so I
because
see this all the time on social media. There's such opposing. People are saying, oh, well, Trump supporters do that, right? They block you, they have guns, they're aggressive. Then I hear how people say that Biden people are, you know, the crazy liberals are, they just want a handout and they're nasty and they say all these nasty things about Trump. Well,
Right.
my opinion is both people that support both men do exactly what those people are saying.
yeah,
But not everybody does. Not every Trump supporter
no,
is that way. Not
Right,
every
right.
Biden supporter or Democrat is that way. Because there are Democrats that don't even really support Joe Biden.
right,
They're sacrificing because their views align more with like Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Or what's that woman, the New York Senate girl? She just got reelected too. We watched her on the Netflix The Patriot Act. She talked to Hassan Minaj.
I can't remember.
she's like a
Who
team
is she
Bernie
for?
Sanders. She voted for Bernie Sanders. She's
what
a Democrat.
for what?
She's a Democratic Senate for New York. I think her name is something with Amy.
Kirsten
Ashley?
Gillibrand and
No.
Chuck Schumer are the Democratic Party.
No, I'm talking about not.
They're the senators for New York.
What's her name? Oh my God, she just got like elected.
I don't know.
But she's been a voice. I think her name, it's with an A. I can't remember if it's Amy or Ashley. It's gonna make me crazy.
Let's see. So the candidates in the New York's election, we've got Joe Jorgensen on Libertarian. Now, those
She's
are
a female.
hold
Oh wait,
on, I'm looking
you
for the
just
House here. Nancy Goroff.
No.
That's not even it. These
I
are
think
just
you
different
passed
districts. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I think
this
she's
was
up here.
Vice presidents. These are vice presidents. So Angela Walker is from the Green Party.
No,
Carla
go
Ballard,
down.
Kamala Harris.
No, that's.
This is different districts.
She was in maybe the 10th district.
Is she
I think.
Republican, you said?
She's
or?
Democrat.
She's Democrat? Okay. So let's see. Kathleen Rice, Grace Meng.
She's from New York, though. Is this New York?
I have no idea. I have no clue what district
yeah,
or
you didn't.
whatever.
Oh, wait. Go up.
I said
think
New York,
I saw
but it
her.
said the
Wait,
whole
go
thing.
down. You're going so fast.
No,
I
I'm not.
can't say.
I'm only moving down a little bit.
No, you were going too fast.
No, well, that's fine. We can just go from here and look at all the females and try to figure out who they are. Kathleen Rice.
No, that's not. Her name begins
Grace
with an
Meng.
A.
Okay, her name begins with an A, so we'll just look for names that begin with an A.
No, that's a man.
Dude. Alexandria
Oh, that's it.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Yep, that's it. Alexandria. Oh, figures.
Okay. Let's look into her a little bit here.
She is known to be a very big Bernie Sanders supporter as a Democrat.
So this is what I got here. She's running for the House of Reps.
She got it. She
14th.
she got it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
So-
she got it for New York.
It looks like the following candidates are also running. So it's her, John Cummings, and Michelle Caruso Cabrera.
I guess
Looks
so.
like, yeah, she got
But
it
she's
then.
the one that spoke to. She's the one that spoke to Hassan Minaj,
Okay.
and her beliefs align more along Bernie Sanders.
Right. Well,
And even
see, everybody
in-
said Bernie Sanders was socialist, and there was so many things that just were wrong with that. I mean, you've got the other day I was watching this interview with a Trump supporter who was saying how like socialism is tearing this country apart and this and that and the other. And the guy said to him, who was interviewing him, he was like, "Are you on Social Security?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, I'm retired." And the guy said, "Well, Social Security is a socialist program. Like, do you enjoy your benefits?
My
Like,
question
why?"
though is too, and this is with the utmost respect because I'm not trying to call anyone out, but
Mm-hmm.
it brought up when you said about the socialists because
Right.
everybody, no matter what party you are, received a stimulus, which
Right.
is a socialist thing.
Well, maybe
You
not everybody
received-
did. Maybe not everybody did because it's
A
very
majority
possible.
of the people in America did receive it, whether they want to admit it or not.
I don't think that it's whether they want to admit it or not. I think that some people may not have received it because you look back when it was first being an issue where people were waiting and waiting and waiting.
point is
and they didn't
the
get it,
point
and
I'm trying
then
to make-
their dead mother or whatever, their dead
That's
mother
not the
got it
issue.
and they
What
didn't
I'm
get
trying
it.
to make is that
Right.
they receive the handout too, Democratic or Republican.
Right.
But yet they only target Democratic supporters and saying that they want the handout when there are some people that are Republican also need the hand. Like,
See,
you know
now,
what I'm
what
saying?
I don't
Like,
agree
I
with
think
that
it's
is, first off, it's
casting
not a
judgment.
handout. It's not a handout.
No, it's not. But I'm
It's
saying, like,
money that
that's-
you've paid into the system coming back to you finally. And like over the years, people pay ridiculous amounts of taxes. You know what I mean? Every year you have to pay, like, on a minimum is like a couple $1,000s in taxes for the year that's taken out of your paycheck. And you might get a tax return, you might not, depending on your situation. And that money, like, that you should have gotten in those tax returns, you ended up getting that back. You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
just
And they
the
think
point
that
I'm
that was
making
good enough.
is that why does it have to always be, I support this person, I support, like, everyone in America is struggling right now.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one of us, Democratic, Republican, whoever
Libertarian,
you are, whatever
right.
party, you're suffering because we're in a pandemic still. A lot of this stuff, like, I just don't understand why it's not taken seriously, I guess, is
Right.
where I'm getting at.
Absolutely.
But whatever, we're not going to know. Like, even if they have some type of an answer tonight, it's only what is that called? It's only a prediction, because all the votes are not counted, and they're not going to be for a couple days.
Right, exactly.
So
that's the hard part of it. I mean, you know, I constantly am just telling people to go vote, that it's very important. And, you know, some people don't get it, and that's, you know, whatever. But I mean, every person that votes, every person that has voted, it's gonna amount to something.
I think no
you know
matter the outcome, just remember to be kind, because maybe that Trump neighbor or whatever next to you has something, like, you all need to be there for each other, regardless of who you feel politically is it. But I really don't want to talk about politics anymore. I think we've spent way too much time.
Yeah, we have spent quite a bit of time so far. Probably about 20 minutes talking about politics
like, I think
today.
it's
But
over.
I do kind of want to show a little video that I saw this week, or actually last week, and I thought it was really funny because there are a lot of people who don't know who to vote for. I mean, you're basically picking the meat in the middle of a shit sandwich.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's kind of over now. Like, everybody that was able to vote did, and the results are the results. There's no,
absolutely,
we're not getting a second chance. There's no way to fix it.
Right.
But
I do want to show this little video. I thought was really funny. What undecided voters look like to everyone else, and I thought this was really funny, and I want to get your take on it. So let's run over to here, and let's real quick we'll put this on real quick, and then we'll go for it here.
Mr. Thomas, I have some bad news. You have a serious medical condition, and if you don't have surgery immediately, you'll likely die.
Oh my God.
With your current health care plan, you can only choose between 2 people to do the surgery. But the choice is totally yours. We have Dr. Stewart, a surgeon trained specifically in this procedure, or the circus clown.
Wow. Gotcha.
I think this is how people really feel when they vote. Like, one side is like, they believe is to be trained, you know, like, or know what they're doing, and the other side they feel like is a clown.
I don't know. I think, again, this is why you need to really be informed on who you're voting for, because it's so important to know what you're voting into place. Like, and that's not just federally. Like, even your local voting, your governors, your state voting, your local vote, like, you need to know who if you want to have a voice and you want to say something.
Is that the dogs in the back?
Yes,
barking?
and you need to know who you're voting for. You need to understand what they're going to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a kind of a firm believer, and this might be very controversial, but I feel like if you don't at least vote for somebody, because you might not get that person, obviously,
right?
But then you shouldn't complain if the other person wins if you don't vote. Sorry, like I'm sorry. Like, I feel like if you're not gonna vote because you want to keep yourself out of it, then you shouldn't complain with who wins, because you didn't exercise your right to vote for the person that you think could have done a better job.
Right.
And if you don't know, then you need to ask and research and talk to people and that's hard to do nowadays because everybody's so nasty. But everybody's
so nasty. Not everybody. But when it comes to politics,
intimidating.
See, here's the thing. When it comes to talking politics, it gets everybody so riled up.
Exactly.
And, and it's easy for me to stand here on my soapbox and, say things on this platform, like that. But at the same time, if I had somebody in front of me who was doing the same thing, right, of course, yes, I would probably be annoyed. But at the same time, I can respect that somebody else has a different opinion than me.
But I think if you're a person that is undecided and don't know what you should do, it is intimidating to try to talk to somebody about politics, because if I was someone who didn't know who to vote for and I see how everything is going lately, I'd be terrified to talk to someone, because I'm afraid that I'm going to be like, oh, you're so put down because you don't really know. And a lot of people are made to feel like that. That's the truth, and that's so sad.
On that note, let's finish this real quick. Let's hop over to this and finish this up.
Where did the surgeon go to school?
You heard your options, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just, this is my life we're talking about. I just want to make an informed decision.
Well, it looks like Dr. Stewart went to undergrad at Purdue University.
Purdue? Not like a Harvard or the other one?
He did undergrad at Purdue, and then med school at NYU, and then residency at Johns Hopkins.
And the clown?
Just a circus clown. Not a surgeon, but it does look like this clown was best known for performing at Bartholomew and Bott's Big Ring.
Oh my God, I've seen him. He's kind of famous.
Yeah, he's clown famous.
And the surgeon.
He's kind of famous.
He's not famous?
Well, he is very renowned in his field.
But I wouldn't, recognize him from anything?
Anything being?
I don't know, like a show or Instagram or TikTok.
No.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of moving around.
Huh?
The surgeon, a lot of moving around. Purdue, the other places that you said.
Yes.
The other places that you said.
So that's not suspicious to you?
No.
Does that not speak to the attention span of people anymore?
It's just... This is
I wouldn't recognize them from TikTok or anywhere.
But it blows my mind, because that brings also the great hack where she said, remember that girl Brianna? She was like, this looks familiar.
Yeah. Or,
and that's
Brittany.
Brittany or whatever.
Brittany Kaiser, yeah.
Brittany Kaiser was like, oh, that's because they were on the set of The Apprentice.
Right. That's so wild. Just so crazy. All right, let's shoot back on over to this. Why is my mouse not working?
Oh.
I see.
No.
So you're in on this?
In on what?
I see. And the clown, did he do a lot of moving around during his experience?
Can't see.
You mean his experience as a clown and not a doctor of any kind?
Yes.
No. He was mostly just a clown for the one circus.
Solid track record then.
Okay, I feel like we're getting a little bit off topic. You need this surgery to save your life. And there is one doctor and one clown.
Man, that clown is funny.
Mr. Thomas, this is a very serious decision.
Right, of course, totally. And just to make sure, does the surgeon have good morals?
Every doctor takes the Hippocratic Oath, which is a pretty strict ethical code.
Well, that's very reassuring. And the clown? Is there some equivalency in the clown world?
No.
Are you sure? Feels like there should be.
I'm not sure, but there would be no reason for clowns to have a moral code because they don't deal with life or death situations.
Until now, that is.
Yeah.
So maybe they should fix that?
Or you could just have him not operate on you.
For sure.
Sure.
It's just the surgeon is clearly a privileged elite.
Okay.
Oh
So obviously that means that he worships the devil and he dissects baby squirrels.
There is no reason to think that the surgeon does any of that.
But the idea's out there now, isn't it?
Because you said it.
I know, but now that it's out there, it just feels so icky.
I'll be honest with you. This clown has performed surgery before, and he has killed a lot of people.
How many people?
Over 200,000 in the last 8 months.
Wow, that is a lot of numbers. But maybe they would have died anyway.
But that's the point. Probably a lot of people could have been saved with the proper surgeon.
I'm leaning clown.
Why?
The clown told me he could do the surgery. And I don't know where you're getting
so
your numbers,
dumb.
but the clown just gave me this very confident looking graph.
Oh my God, I can assure
Wow.
you. He doesn't know how to do surgery. He is a clown.
So one of you two is lying to me. How do I know that you're not the clown?
Because he's the clown.
Fair. He's very good at tricks, though. The satanic squirrel
Wow.
dissector. Does he do tricks?
You mean the surgeon? He can do the very impressive trick of saving your life from all his years of training as a surgeon.
It'd be pretty wild, though, if the clown did my surgery. So crazy.
Yes, that would be crazy.
I know, he's not even trained.
Exactly. The clown has no idea what he's doing, and if you don't get the surgery, you will die.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's not telling you what to do if I'm just describing the facts of the world around you.
Well, don't describe the facts of the world around me if they're bad.
Okay, surgeon, clown. What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet, but maybe if I yell enough, I'll figure it out. You push me into this room and you put the weight of the world on my shoulders, and then you tell me that my only and obvious choice is this buttoned up sucker, and then my only other option is this fake non-option, and you call me an idiot for doubting the integrity of the system itself? Well, as I see it, that's the only reasonable thing to do in this fucked up scenario. And I don't know, maybe you're wrong. Maybe there is some other choice. Or maybe I can beat this thing on my own. Or maybe you're lying to me and I'm not even sick. Or maybe, just maybe, if I'm gonna die anyway, then my one mark on this stupid planet is to be the guy that got famous for having the world's most popular clown give him surgery. Because fuck it, and fuck all of you. And the clown told me he could do it. Maybe it'll be great and cool.
I know this isn't easy or comfortable. This is a very serious situation. But there is hope. There is a way out. And yes, the system is flawed. And you and I might agree,
God.
or we
I'm
might
laughing
This is
disagree
so
like
on
hard.
how it's
Tearing.
flawed,
cringy.
but it is.
It really
And that's why we
is.
need people like you to make it through the surgery
Ugh.
so that you can make a difference and help change the system.
You're crying. You're
clown
I'm
not.
laughing
doesn't
so
know
hard,
how
my
to
fucking
surgery.
eyes are tearing.
great surgeon.
And if you let him,
God.
it's not going to be good.
No,
I
you're
promise you.
like.
He is bad, and he is not cool. And if enough people like you pick the clown, there might not even be a surgeon as an option.
That's better. Wow. Okay, so we had no audio there. So I was just saying how it gets crazier and crazier. Like the clown gets crazier
And
looking
I was
as it goes
saying,
on.
as Keith was tearing up because he's
I was
claiming
laughing
that
so
he was
hard that
laughing
it's-
so hard.
Yeah.
But I know him better than that.
Oh my God.
Is because this does hit a string, because this is the underlying
BS
realness
of- yeah.
of how our country is right now.
Yeah,
And
okay.
how people just are voting for things because
Just because.
like they're not
Right.
they don't know, so they just feel pressure to do what the majority wants them to do.
Right.
And that goes again for both parties.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to always think that people that are Republican are not, every party has extremists,
Yeah. Yeah.
and not every party is their extreme.
Right, absolutely. I mean, this really does speak volumes to me personally because, yeah, like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be that difference. You're supposed to be that change. You're supposed to be that, you're supposed to know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but our
And a lot of people
system-
don't know what they want to do. A lot of people don't get it. And especially like in my age group, like I'm 40 years old and I don't know what the hell I want to be when I grow up. It's like a big joke, And at the same time, a lot of people have a lot of trouble deciding what they want to do with their lives. And it makes it so fucking frustrating. It does, because you don't know what ends up. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen. And to watch these like towns in New York boarding up because
not
they
just
don't know
everyone.
the fate. Because they don't know the fate of the election.
Washington D.C.
They don't know if people are going to riot or protest or
all
what.
These places boarded up. Atlantic City boarded up.
Well, Atlantic City boarded up because it's a city where
you shouldn't
goes.
It's for any person that wins the election. There's going to be repercussions in the form of rioting. And I hate to say it because it's scary, and it is. And like, I saw something where it's like, it's okay to feel scared right now. It's okay to feel that way. That's how everyone feels right now.
Right.
So, I think we need to X-nay on the politics now for a bit. And I think our whole point of going live too is to interact with people that are watching. So if there's anything that you guys want to talk about that we can talk about, or ask us some questions,
absolutely,
let us know, because
be part of the chat down below. Leave comments, leave questions, leave whatever, leave it out there on the table so we can pick it up and do something with it in the future. Maybe we can try to get people to call in. That'd be cool too.
I mean, we will, we want you to interact with us.
Absolutely. One of the biggest things doing this live was so that we could definitely interact with people and, try to get things moving along. Right now we are in a little bit of a stalemate because we've got a couple of people watching, no real, constant.
Except Kyle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not Kyle's job to.
No, it isn't. I didn't say it was.
To come in. Wedding video is coming along. It absolutely is.
Yes, this is our wedding anniversary month.
Yes, it is. We have been married for almost a year. It'll be a year on November 16th. I can't wait to get away for the week, for a few days. We're going to take a trip, but we're probably still going to do a little bit of a live show that week. That's because
my husband doesn't know how to take a break.
Right, exactly. Well, we're only doing 8 shows, and by then it'll be, our 10th show or something like that?
Yeah.
But I think at that point, we're going to show you guys some of the footage from our wedding. I'm going to try to have that done by then.
Yeah,
And of course, we're going to talk about what we got each other on our anniversary.
Yeah, I think we want to talk about actually too a lot of stuff to do with our wedding. Our wedding was amazing, but it was interesting.
Yeah, it was more than interesting. I'll tell you what. Our wedding was probably one of the best days of my life, and honestly, it was such a good time that I didn't even care about anything else. Everything was really well put together.
It went by so fast. Like, really, I always was told that it goes by so fast, but
really did.
It went by so fast that, like, when I was sent video and from people that took little videos, from
there
their
was
phones,
stuff you forgot even happened.
I was crying because I didn't remember half the stuff that happened because it went by so quick.
Right, absolutely.
It was so sweet, but really he's got to finish it because I love our engagement video, so you can peep that on the channel because it's my favorite video on the channel.
So there was that. I put that together. Actually, I was planning to put that together like that, but it just happened to work out where it's one video on YouTube. Let's see if my mouse will work, because for some reason my mouse doesn't want to stay working today.
I literally watch that video whenever I want to just see something really cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Let me take a look here at.
Plus, I'm such an avid memory person. I have probably watched my Sweet 16 a bajillion times because my grandpa Angelo passed away, my cousin Jenny passed away, now my dad has passed away. I actually haven't been able to watch my Sweet 16 because of my dad's on there, because I'm still grieving and it's still fresh. But I would watch just to hear my grandpa's voice and my cousin Jenny's voice, and it brought me a lot of comfort. So much so that it was a VHS, and Keith made it digital for me. Right. But it's still in such bad shape.
In such bad shape.
Because I watched it so much. So much.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is it? I'm looking for it. There's
in
so
the
many
very
videos
beginning. Right there.
Oh, wait, that's not it.
Yes, it is. Our engagement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that was when we went to a wedding.
January 21st. There's 273 views, and you're probably
I'm
like
probably
250
of those
250 or 260 of those views.
200 of those views are mine.
Right.
Probably.
It says it has 12 likes and 9 comments.
Well, I can't like it 12 times. I can only like it once.
Right. So, and then
it's such
the one
cute
that said
video.
our wedding vlog, even though it wasn't our wedding.
Well, we were trying to be like
clickbaity,
but like it didn't work out very well.
Right. And so that was in 2018. I put that video up.
We got engaged January 1st, 2018.
Wow.
Do you not remember?
And I actually published it on January 1st, 2018.
Because we're everything and we're so smart.
Man, I really cranked that video out fast.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
we had
it was
a whole
so cute.
thing
You know, the funniest
going.
part is that we were supposed to film a Christmas video of like the Christmas gifts we got that year, and we filmed it. We did.
Filmed it. Yeah, it just never
made
saw the
it
light
to
of day.
YouTube.
Yeah, it never saw the light of day because
there's a lot of videos we have that never made it to
Absolutely.
YouTube.
I mean, we do a lot of in-car reviews
Yeah.
for a lot of different Kit Kats, which is crazy.
Oh my
and
God,
like,
and you
I
haven't
have
seen
so many
half of
like
them.
Kit Kat videos just like backlog that I didn't even and you know the worst part of it is I want to put them out, but I feel like that if I put them out, it's going to be outdated. So what do you say? That engagement video was awesome. Thank you.
He did a good job.
I worked kind of hard on getting that done in a day, so that worked out. And then of course, you know, our New Year's videos, which are 1 year engaged.
Typical.
That has 75 views on it.
Yeah,
with
well,
11
I'm sure we'll
comments
film like another
some likes.
New Year's video. New Year's Eve is very special to us.
Yeah.
It's when we first met, as you heard in the first podcast.
Right.
Go listen to that if you haven't already.
Also, last week I tried to do a game vlog, well, a game live stream, and I played through a part of a game that I got that
Ghostbusters.
had no sound. It had no sound, and I was so mad. Like, no sound from the game whatsoever, and I didn't realize that I had it, like, turned off in, like, settings or something. So, eventually I'll get to live stream maybe some Fortnite or something like that. But, you know, it'll work out as it goes. We also played Super Meat Boy.
Oh,
we actually just got Lego Harry Potter collection.
Yeah, I'm not
and so, well,
excited,
it's a game we can
really.
play together. I think it'll be fun.
I love Harry Potter. Like, I had a Harry Potter Wii game.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not a video game lover. I don't necessarily really enjoy playing video games.
Right. I know you're not big on video games. It's kind of whatever. Wait, you could do a series of reactions to your backlog. Yeah, we could, but the problem with that is I feel like that's a lot of people do that, and I feel like it's not something that I want to do.
No, I don't think a lot of people do that. I think also another reason why we don't post them is not just because of they're outdated, is because no one really watches them. A lot of people judge the fact that we do food review things.
Oh my gosh! See, that's the difference between you and I. Is I give no fucks.
Like
when it
him
comes
and
to what
I, like
put
he
out.
would say that I'm the foodie, but he's just as
I am.
much a
Well,
foodie
you
as
know
I
why?
am.
You know why that is because after surgery and not being able to eat anything good that tastes good for a year, you know, then food started to taste good again, and I wanted to try all
but
the
I
good
feel like
stuff.
that has nothing to do with weight. If
No.
you're enjoying food,
Right.
like, and it's once in a while, if we're somewhere.
I think the one ICR we did, we got the most like shitted on.
Was the
that was the
protein
protein
water.
Yeah, the gross
Which was
H2O protein
disgusting,
water.
by the way.
And like some guy was like, "Oh, you know, you drink that stuff if you work out. You don't look like you work out." Like, yeah, dude, I work out. I fucking
People
lift
are
cheeseburgers all fucking
Oh my
day.
God.
Asshole. So
People are so rude.
like I can't stand when people do that
but
stuff.
like I don't
But,
go
like,
and judge you. Like if you're thin and just naturally, I assume that you're a workout fit person. Like
Right, exactly. Like if you're muscly, I don't automatically assume that you're like lifting weights
Or
all day.
taking steroids or
exactly,
whatever.
yeah. Or negative, exactly, negative stereotypes. And that's, you know, another thing. There are a lot of negative stereotypes about fat people. Whatever, dude, I'm fat and I'm proud. It is what it is. I'm at a weight where I can enjoy my life and
that
do
should
things.
be on a shirt. I'm
fat and
I'm
proud. That's terrible.
That should be
don't
on
give
a
the
shirt.
trolls the power. That is absolutely true.
That's
You know
all
what,
they
though?
want.
But that's the
they
thing.
Just want power.
I think when I do things the way that I do them, and I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. Like the negative comments don't really bring me down. I kind of laugh them off, and I'm like, okay. And if it's a creative negative comment, then of course I'm very like inclined to, respond to it because it is creative.
Sometimes,
I'll give a person points for creativity in their shit talking.
Right, but I think the thing of it is
when it's just somebody that's like, "Oh, you're fat."
I don't even know, like,
really, where'd you get that one?
If we can even really talk about this, but I think obviously, like, we've received hate, like on some of our videos. Not even a lot. Like,
I think
because
next week we should talk about some of the like do a little bit of the hate comments that we've gotten that are funny.
But being on the show that we were on, that took it to another level.
It
like
did,
the amount of hate
for you guys, maybe,
that
not
I
for
got,
me.
my sister got, my mom got.
Right.
Really not good. And I know I'm probably not even allowed to talk about it, which sucks because the first thing I wanted to do was get up on a freaking in front of a video camera or get on a post and be like, you people have no idea. You watched a 2-hour show. You have no clue.
Right. We filmed that.
Let me tell you how it is.
Like months, and then they cut it together so badly.
My wedding was
like
November
idiots.
16th, 2019. Her episode aired in January.
Turn you down a little bit,
Let's go. Loud. Like, stop acting as if she filmed for a year because she didn't.
Right.
Do we still have the Connecticut? Yes.
I still have to do the Connecticut. Yes.
Oh my God.
So when we
after
we got married, we went on a honeymoon to Connecticut to see our friend Kyle
and Tom. We love you guys.
Yes,
that was the best.
It was such a good time.
That was the best decision that we made, to be honest, because everybody was like, "You sure you want to do that?" And we were like, "Yes, that is where we want to be.
We
Those
can
are
have
the
our
people
time. We can have our
with.
alone time when we get home. You know what I mean?
We wanted it because.
Like, we wanted to be with friends. We wanted to do something fun.
Told
and we
you
did.
this
We had
too,
a great
Kyle.
weekend there.
I think I've told this to Kyle. I'm not sure if Tom heard it, but Waterbury is also a special place to us because that's where we took our first trip together. That's where we fell in love again. And
we fell in love again.
Yeah, like it is, right? Like it was before anyone else knew we were boyfriend and girlfriend. We went to go see Kyle.
Right.
And you met Kyle and you met Tom, and it was literally the best thing we ever did. So naturally, going there while we were a married couple was like full circle for us, I feel like.
Yeah, and we did some fun stuff when we were there. We went to there's a place called Holy Land, which is an abandoned amusement park, but it's like Bible themed. And Tom and I, we went through like the whole thing, the whole place, made it to the top,
and I got a little scared when the cops showed up.
Right. And then we realized that there was like a walkway around the whole thing. Instead, we climbed all the way up to the top.
We should talk about Connecticut. That was such an amazing
maybe I'll put some
trip.
footage into one of the vlogs we do, or into one of the lives we do.
I mean, honestly, it was so. I mean, we went to. Where did we go?
We went to.
Frank Pepe's for pizza.
Yeah, that was really good. And we they had like the OG brick ovens, which was amazing.
It was
pizza
so
was great.
cool to watch.
Allie got to try the clam pie, which was a first for her.
Yeah.
And I had clam pie before, but that was a really good clam pie. What else do we get? We got a margarita pie. That was good.
And then we went to obviously the dumpling house with Tom and Kyle.
Yes, that was a good time.
Probably my favorite part because I've wanted to go for so long. I love Asian food, and that place, oh my God,
fantastic.
Nothing compares now.
Unbelievable.
I feel like.
Yeah, it was so good. Pizza and the chocolate factory. Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we went to the chocolate factory. Well, it wasn't a chocolate factory. It was
It was a chocolate factory, and we couldn't. You could go take
nothing
a tour.
Like Willy Wonka at all.
No,
nothing like
obviously. We had gelato though.
Yeah, we go to a chocolate factory to get gelato.
And that was the day that we found out there was a shooting happening in our town.
Oh yeah, and from a guy from Connecticut.
Who was a guy from Connecticut was shooting up right by our house in New Jersey. Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Another notch up for New Jersey.
Right?
But we also had friends who we also have a friend whose kids were in school right by where it happened. So of course they put the schools on lockdown and everything,
and we were keeping informed. They were letting us know.
They were keeping us up to date with what was happening over there. Over here,
that guacamole we had at that truck and the churros.
Oh yeah, we went to a food truck that was really really good. Anyways, so let's stop talking about food.
And the churches.
The churches, yes. They had so many
Basilica.
Cool, like, historical places there that we went in and explored, and we walked around like the main square.
We lit a candle for your stepdad.
We did. We lit a candle for John, and that was cool. And Grandpa Angelo,
cousin.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful time.
Really nice. I mean, the whole thing, it was like cathedraled out, really.
The church was gorgeous.
It really was. And, at the same time...
what was that other thing that we walked on? That trail, not that trail. What was it? It was the, by that one church with the red door.
Oh yes, they had a labyrinth out back.
Labyrinth,
yeah. Yeah, that was really cool too. So it was like 2 or 3 churches, right? In that area.
We walked like downtown Waterbury. It was
it was nice.
One of the best times I've had.
The coolest thing was Kyle and I. We were sitting there, on a bench and just like looking around, and I was talking about how, it's like sometimes you just have to stop and admire the beauty in the world, especially, and it couldn't be more true, even now. Because with the stay-at-home orders and everything, everybody being cooped up so much, and then you're finally able to go out a little bit and enjoy nature and enjoy things that you used to enjoy.
You take it for granted.
Yeah, but nothing is ever going to be the same as it was. Everything is tainted in some way or different in some way.
Being in this pandemic, we did a major trip. During this pandemic to go to Texas to pick up my sister, to come back to move to New Jersey, and traveling during this pandemic, it was difficult.
It was rough, man.
It was really hard.
Trying to find a place to go to the bathroom, like usually you would stop at a gas station or something to go to the bathroom, and they're like, no, you can't come in. You can't, even if you're wearing a mask, you can't come in. You can't use the bathroom. Can't do this. Can't do that. And it was so hard to just go to the bathroom. So we had to like wait until we got to a rest stop.
Yeah, and we had my mom with us. The
traffic was crazy too. But we have the video for that. Go ahead and download our catalog and check that out.
That's also something you never finished uploading either.
Right. Well, I lost the rest of the footage.
You saw a lot of like the stuff that we did, but it was
it was a good time.
What I was going with is that we couldn't enjoy everything we would have been able to if there wasn't a pandemic.
Right. Because we were going through Tennessee, and I love Tennessee. Like the main Nashville strip is like amazing. There's so much to do, so much to see, just in that one little area of Tennessee, and we didn't even get to stop because everything was so crazy.
Anywhere. We couldn't. It was.
And of course, we were going to Texas when all of a sudden Texas became a red state.
Literally, we were in the area when they started to send out messages that they should all go on a lockdown.
Yeah.
We were like, crap, like we are. And that was just around the same time that New Jersey was putting through the quarantine if you're coming from another state.
Right.
And we had a rental that said California plates.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody in Texas hates Californians. I don't know why. But there were so many people just riding our ass for the hell of it, honking at us, flipping us off. And I was like, dude, we're not from California. We're from Jersey. Not that it makes it any better.
Making it any better.
Yeah, New Jersey is still the ass end of every joke everywhere.
But I think we also learned something from his uncle, because Keith has family in Texas.
Right.
About the Texas flag is able to stay or fly at the same height as the American flag, because Texas was a country.
Mm-hmm. And I thought that was pretty cool. That was it. You learn something new, man. Everywhere you go, you learn a little something new.
We like history, so that is interesting to us. We're dorks. I'm pretty sure you can gather that much information from watching us.
Let's see. Going over some of the videos, we have vlogs that are like really have some views on them.
We filmed stuff today that we were supposed to show in this, but you never took it off my phone.
I never
Sorry
off
for
your
the
phone.
spoiler.
We'll have to do it next week. We'll do a little segment where we show you guys a video of the week.
We'll probably be a little bit more prepared next week.
Yeah, today we just kind of got into it and threw it down. As you can see, I'm using a different camera. My camera, I have a Canon EOS that is a nightmare to use as a webcam, unfortunately, and to stream it, I don't know how to do it wirelessly yet, But I might even just use the HDMI output from it and
we
try
had
to
an
capture
adult
that.
today. We had to go get stuff to put shelving.
Yeah, we're going to do some shelving up by the bed
'Cause
there. We're going
I
to do
have
some
a
over
ton of
here and
books.
some under the TV to kind of manage all my junk that's under the TV
I
on the
feel
stand
like
over here.
in this entire time we've been on YouTube, we've never really done a room tour.
No,
So
no.
when we get everything organized that we like the way we want it, maybe we should do a room tour because
Yeah.
I feel like you sometimes have seen us in different areas of our room.
Right, right.
But you haven't actually seen our entire room, the way it is.
Right. Knowing is half the battle. Yes.
So true.
Yes, Kyle. Thank you.
And
G.I.
then
Joe.
also too, like we also did for anyone that's watching, but they're not that see.
Oh, okay. So
264.
Biden is up
Holy crap,
264
he's
to
6
214.
away from 270.
There's still 1, 2,
But it's
3
showing PA
undecided
closer
and
to Trump.
Nevada. Yeah. See, we're looking at PA, Georgia's 16,
leaning towards
15 for
it.
North Carolina, and 20 for Pennsylvania. Undecided right now is Nevada in favor of Biden.
It's 6 votes.
6 votes, yeah.
Which
So
could
if-
give him the election
right,
if
16
he does Nevada.
plus 15 plus 20, so that's 35. That's,
But he's still so
25.
35.
What is that? That's 35, and then 16 from Georgia is 40, 51. 51.
So 51.
So if he gets
so
51, he'll be
he'll
still
still
be
behind.
Under.
He'll still
be
lose.
behind.
He could still lose.
So if Biden does win, if Biden wins Nevada, that's 6 votes more. So that puts him
get
up
him
to
to
270. Yep, that's it.
So technically, it wouldn't. It is gonna matter though, because even if
looking at it here,
he
Nevada,
wins,
the numbers are so close though by like 8,000 votes.
I know. Well, they're still counting how
yeah,
they're
and
only
it's
at 75%
75%
reported.
So yeah, let's
It's still
let's
gonna
see what happens.
I don't think you're gonna know tonight, to be honest.
I mean, this
think
is updated from the Associated Press.
I think there's a projection, but I don't think you're gonna know tonight. I really don't
right,
see that
and
being a thing.
like I said, Associated Press said they're not into reporting conjecture. They want definite results before
Especially
they report
since
them.
Trump already is voting to have, well, he can't do it for Michigan. He tried to sue Michigan for
Yeah.
recount, and they said no, you can't. Everything was counted correctly.
I think
Everything
that
was
is
done.
such a crybaby
So
move. Like,
he is.
oh, I'm losing,
He's
so I
suing-
want to recount.
Well,
I demand
he's
a
suing
recount.
Wisconsin.
I only get the best recounts.
He wants to do Wisconsin. He tried to do Michigan, and Michigan said no, you can't, because it's all done. It was done legally. They counted the absentee ballots, and he won Michigan.
Yeah.
So, but he's trying to. Their Trump campaign wants to sue Wisconsin because Wisconsin is another state
Michigan
that was
won
flipped.
Biden. Biden's
Yes,
Michigan. Yeah.
I know, and so did he win Wisconsin.
And he won,
won
Illinois,
Wisconsin, but
Minnesota.
Trump
Now Nevada is the one that's going to put him right
could
to the edge.
put him to the edge
Yeah.
if he wins Nevada.
But then again, so you have that, but these results still
But
won't be final.
It won't be final because Pennsylvania was given an extension on their ballots
right,
for
it says
3
they're
days.
87%.
But they have a 3-day extension for
wow.
all people that didn't vote yet, if they didn't vote yet.
So right now, as far as I know, in places like New Jersey where they're doing the mail-in voting, as long as it is stamped by the 3rd, and they're holding out until the 10th to count those votes, to finish counting those votes. So it's very possible that a lot of these states could swing the other way.
Regardless, whoever wins, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be by the thousands. I'm predicting it's gonna be by the thousands. There's gonna be a difference in voting.
I definitely think that we're getting to that point.
Wait, I wanted to say something not about the election. But you cut me off and you started talking about the election.
Sorry.
What did it have to do with? Because now I don't remember.
I was talking about
I think I was talking about our room.
Oh yeah, so
like,
room tour.
I want when we have it all organized, because my loving husband here is a tech junkie and he has a ton of tech all over our bedroom, and I have a very tiny space. But once we have that all figured out and organized, and maybe decorated.
Oh, decorated. She's already ready for Christmas. That's driving me nuts. Christmas happens right after Thanksgiving. Like the day it is appropriate to put your Christmas tree out the day after Thanksgiving. That's what I've always grown up on. That's all I've ever known.
That's great, but
I think that
what does me wanting to do that before Thanksgiving have anything to do with you?
Okay, first off, Christmas is the time of year everybody looks forward to. It's when,
because it's happy,
right? And the world is depressed all the time, so Christmas comes earlier and earlier to stave off the depression. But eventually, it's going to get old, and people are going to hate Christmas.
Because you gotta do stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I still got time, right? 6:30, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
But we've been on here like
an
now.
hour. Yeah, almost an hour. So, but anyways, so any final thoughts you want to wrap up for today?
I think my anxiety has eased a bit with the election. Still, it can go either way. I'm not getting my hopes up too much. But besides that, I am taking a couple steps closer to start my business.
Yeah. That's the new thing.
I did something.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week.
And it makes me very happy.
Yeah,
and absolutely.
I highly agree. That was a very important step to take.
I think about this entire year so far, and I look forward to our 1-year wedding anniversary because we've spent our first year in quarantine.
Well, yeah.
I love it. I think that's amazing. That's the only thing that got me through Home Depot today is they were playing Christmas music.
Let me put it this way, okay? For me, it's like when I hear Christmas music right now, I want to punch babies in the face. I'm so mad.
That's terrible to say.
Right. It makes me so angry because it's not Christmas yet. People are just really trying to
thank you, Kyle.
Push people out of depression by playing Christmas music.
But that's a good thing. You should want people not to be depressed.
Christmas time is for Christmas time. It's not Christmas time. It's Thanksgiving time. You
are literally the people. Like, it doesn't affect you if somebody puts up their Christmas stuff. Like, what does it affect you with your life?
No, it doesn't affect me. But when I walk into a store and I have to hear Christmas music and there's Christmas shit everywhere in October, I want to punch babies in the face.
So what about when they put Halloween out in June?
That still makes me pissed off.
Well, that's stupid.
It's like, okay, I get it. Like, people want Christmas earlier and earlier because to stave off depression, but like, go to a therapist.
There's
more
important things to worry about.
Go to a therapist. Don't shove Christmas in my face.
There's more important things to worry about. 100% than
like I don't give a shit about your pumpkin spice, whatever the fuck.
There's
like that shit drives me nuts.
There's worse things to worry about than people decorating for Christmas.
There is.
Like instead of complaining that people are putting up their trees and listening to Christmas music, focus up on the election because that's gonna affect your life.
Well,
not
okay.
that.
Let me wait. No. I think you got it fucked up there. See,
like,
where I'm ending this, where I'm going to end this conversation right here. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to end this conversation right here. Whoever wins, be fucking nice to each other.
Well,
it doesn't matter who's president.
That should
it
be
doesn't matter sense. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. It takes literally almost no effort to be nice to the person next to you.
That should be common sense. You shouldn't have to say that.
No, I feel like it does need to be said because it's not said enough.
No, because
that's the thing. Common sense things are not said enough.
Nobody does it. Just be nice to each other. And no matter what happens, know that you do have family. You have love. You have you're going to be
community,
okay.
You have love.
There's people there to help you through.
All over the place.
We're here if you need help. We'll definitely be there.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean,
well, if you want,
right. As much as we can.
Oh man!
But like I said, it's just a matter of human decency. It has nothing to do with anything else. Whether you're a Trump supporter or you're a Biden supporter, you're a Bernie supporter, you're a Hillary supporter, whoever you support, exactly. It just takes a second to be kind to someone else and make them have a better day.
Let's normalize respecting other people's opinions.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it should be.
Because everybody has an opinion, and whether it's different from yours or not,
it does matter.
It deserves to be, exactly, it deserves to be on record. It deserves to be said. It deserves to be appreciated for the mind behind the sentiment.
But don't be an asshole when you express your opinion.
Exactly. That's about it. So thank you guys for joining us, for coming back and taking another bite of the shit sandwich. Thank you, Kyle, for coming back. Thank you, Jeannie, for coming back. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.